Saturday morning thoughts. It's AT Malone, the first of my name because the second is already here. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos from your boy. Now it is exactly 5:09 a.m. Running a little bit behind. You know me, man. I'm gonna catch up. Got to get out of here in about 20 minutes or so. But we're gonna get there. We are gonna get there. But it is the last day of my work week, and it's gonna be a short one because my son has a game this afternoon, and I'm not gonna drive 30 minutes away, drive back 30 minutes, and go back 30 minutes. That ain't happening. I got vacation time, so I'll put that in. So I'll be getting paid while watching my son do his thing on that basketball court, man. Being dedicated to your child is so important. Being emotionally and physically available to them at all times is important, because if you don't, you end up raising a demon. And we already know what's going on right now, man. In Dallas, especially. I saw that video of that guy getting beheaded outside of an apartment complex or hotel, whatever it is. And the craziest thing about it was the reasoning behind it, because they got into it over a washer. So you're gonna take a man's life because of a disagreement over a washer. You took him away from his family. You threw your whole life away, and for what? Because of emotions. And that lets me know right now, guys, because we're gonna cook up this morning. The devil is working overtime right now, and his minions are running wild. So we're not gonna sit here and blame Trump for everything that's going on right now. No. We are going to blame the good versus evil war that's taking place right now, the spiritual war that's taking place right now. See, a lot of people are on one side or the other, okay? There is not even really a middle ground here. And it sucks because the world is just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So I understand now why people don't want to have kids, because they're like, man, this world is so fucked up. Why would I want to raise kids in hell, basically? This is hell on earth right now. And we got the good versus the evil. But I stand here before you guys and say this: listen, good will always prevail, no matter what. You might have to sacrifice more. You might have to endure more. You might have to go through more trauma, but good will always prevail. I just hate seeing how people are so separated when it comes to logical things, okay? You do not attack innocent people because you have a difference of opinion or you didn't like something somebody else said. Words are words, all right? And I understand the power of the tongue. I get it. But at the same time, if you are a man, you have to be more logical. That's what we're here to be, is more logical. That's how we were made, is to be more logical. And another thing is this: men are the leaders of the world. We are the protectors of the world. You do not go on a bus and attack an innocent woman with a knife for no reason. But we have these demons among us. These demons are being protected by irrational, liberal people. Like, you got a guy like Van Jones trying to justify why that guy attacked that innocent woman, talking about mental health. Who the fuck cares? That's a individual problem. If you know that you have mental issues, go get help. It's available to you everywhere. There's plenty of psychiatrists. You got people in your family that I'm pretty sure that you can talk to. And even if you don't, you can seek mental asylum. You can go do that. But going out here and attacking women, which I believe women are supposed to be protected, they're supposed to be led and guided at all times. You don't do that. You do not do that. That is wrong. And the fact that I have seen people cheering and they're saying that that is okay for that innocent Ukrainian woman to just die like that, be bludgeoned to death. it's insane. It is completely insane to me. But the world is getting crazier and crazier. But as the world gets crazy and crazier, I get logical. I get even more logical. I push against the narratives of good is evil and evil is good. That's not me. I am not one of these guys. If you follow the channel, you should already know. I'm not one of these blackety black on code, go with whatever negativity is going on because these people share the same melanin as me. I'm not that type of guy. I look at things from a right and a wrong perspective. I don't give a damn what side of the aisle you stand on, liberal or conservative. I'm going to say, look, this was wrong. If a conservative person did something wrong, I'm going to say that motherfucker was wrong. If a liberal did something wrong, I'm going to say that motherfucker was wrong. If a Republican did something wrong, I'm going to say that Republican did something wrong. If that Democrat did something wrong, I'm going to say the Democrat did something wrong. That's called being logical. It's called being rational. It's called having common sense. And we know that common sense is no longer common. All right. People got to stop celebrating people's assassinations, their deaths, and trying to justify that bad behavior because they feel a type of way about a certain group of people or a certain person that they just don't like. So you think that the answer is just to start killing people left and right? What if that was your son or your daughter that got assassinated like Charlie Kirk did? What if that was your son or daughter who got beheaded like that, Middle Eastern guy down here in Dallas? What if that was your daughter that was on that bus that got bludgeoned to death for no apparent reason because some psycho lunatic that fits the description, and yes, I said fit the description, did that to your loved one? How would you feel then? Would you stay a radical liberal or a radical conservative? How would you take that information, that experience, knowing the fact that that person is no longer going to be here anymore and they didn't even do anything to deserve that crap? But this is why we have the devil working overtime now. And the minions of the devil are just going crazy, running wild. They acting possessed. We got to start doing better as a people, as a culture, as a society. I said that on Thursday. Will it fall on deaf ears? Who knows? That's to be determined. But at the end of the day, guys, look, if you know that there's something going on right now, it is best to really evaluate yourself, look in the mirror and assess things and say, damn, why do I have all of this hate in my heart? Why don't I like this person or this group of people? What's going on here? Is this the godly thing to do right now? And if you don't believe in God, then you're going to hell anyway. You're part of the problem. All right. Everybody should have a level of spirituality within themselves, or at least some kind of goodness. If you are walking around pure evil, then jump off a cliff or something, man. But we don't need people continuing to shoot up schools, to continuing to, attack innocent people and in their lives for no reason, because you feel a sort of type of way. And this is why men cannot be guided by their feelings. They have to be guided by their logic, because we know if we get emotional, people get hurt. We know that. And this is why it's so important to make sure that if you are a father, stay in your child's life, stay in your son's life, be a good role model, be a good example to that son, so they don't do anything stupid that could hurt innocent people or themselves. Fathers are the most important person in the household. I have been saying that, and I'm going to continue to say this, because we discipline our child, we rear them in the right direction, and we establish structure with them. We have lived their experience, all right? Not a woman's experience, but a male's experience. Every son needs a strong father, not a weak one, not the one that is guided by their wives. No, the one that is the head of the household, the ones that makes the majority of the decisions and the example that their son can emulate. We got to step our game up, guys. Me, you see on this channel, I'm always involved in whatever my son is doing, because I would be damned if my son grows up and becomes one of these demonic demons. Before that happens, I gotta do what I gotta do so he does not hurt any innocent people. All right. Well, I done got these thoughts off for about 10 minutes. Still gotta eat, make my coffee, feed the dog, and get my ass to work. It's gonna be a long day today, man. Especially since we got that Crawford versus Canelo fight tonight. You know I'm watching that on Netflix, man. I don't know if I'm going to do my reactions to it or not. We'll see. I might flip a coin or something. But do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.
People still talking shit behind my back. That's cool, but I'ma just do me. It's all I can do. They say life's a chess game. Well, make you move. But I'm ahead of you and I'm plotting my next move. Gon' run your mouth about me. It's all good, but I'ma still keep a positive attitude. But what you should worry about is what I'ma do. Cause right now I'm plotting my next move. I'm worthy before my competition.